beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we continue on with John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend, and we have got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Miami Dolphins. Just about set for football. Blake Groupie is ready to get us started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
12, hard ball. 2 for 1, 2 for 1.
Back to throw, Goff. We'll dump this off to Achane. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The Dolphins at 7-4 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Here's a toss left for Achane. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
5. Here we go, tonight. Hey, Ric Flair. Hey, 76.
After the run, Goff going to throw. And this is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
180.
Now Goff. They set up the screen. Achane has it. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
To throw is Goff. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Right back to Achane on second down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. So on fourth down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
A solid stiff arm. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Looking to put a drive together. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Darnold from the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Now Darnold going to take it and just back this one forward to his wideout. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Dolphins' 45-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line.
For the Saints. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, New Orleans.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
In motion comes the tight end left. back to throw, Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Now 2nd and 9.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Just beating the play clock is gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Maverick.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Hey, super. We go 76. Hey, kill left 5.
Goff now to throw.
And this one too low.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
14. 17. Maverick. We're good. Hardball.
Here's Goff. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. To throw is Darnold.
That one complete. It's Tank Dell.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Darnold.
taking a shot for Dell here. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you wonder if they'll just take this 3-0 lead to the locker room.
2 for 1. 2 for 1.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10.
Hold on.
Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's second and 10.
Hey, 75. 180.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. Gone.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Center's kick is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Darnold. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here's Darnold.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
Delson in motion.
First and 10 at the 47.
Off of play action, Darnold. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Nnamdi Madubuike able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now third down and very long. Darnold now to throw. That one caught. It's Horton. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
First down. A gain of 29 yards.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Left side, here's Dell. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A gain of 14. And the Saints first down.
In motion left goes Cooks. A shotgun snap for Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Again, Darnold. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tank Dell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
We're good. Well.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
A gain of 6
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one.
On the return is Jones. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
32-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try to keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Good for the Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold.
That's laid out deep for Rice.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A real opportunity for them. Their defense got the key 4th down stop. Now all they need is a field goal to snag the lead. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down at a yard.
Play action. It's gone.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
They'll run for it with Achane. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Well, they gave them himself options there on the third down play, and we're able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
180. Value 3. Value 3.
Goff now looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Brian Thomas, 34 yards. And the Dolphins have taken a fourth quarter lead.
So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Super.
And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5.
Saints 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. This is 1st and 10. Darnold.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Now Darnold. That's complete to Dell.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
This one an absolute must. It's 4th and 4.
Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Torrey Horton, 59 yards. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Darnold now to throw. It's complete, and he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
180.
off. Open man, that's too small. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock, and they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. On the toss, here's Achane. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Achane here, they stay on the ground.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
At the 10-yard line.
Now 2nd and 4. A run straight ahead with Achane. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here now, 3rd down.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Achane.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It's 4th down.
Somebody gotta do it. Somebody gotta do it. Watch it. Do it. We survived outside off from the music. Turn the TV off. Ain't with my type activity, so don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I seen? Seen them all. Take a risk, take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young, get your chili up. Yeah, I admit that.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now.
White 20.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Sanders' kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Here's 1st and goal.
Value 3. Value 3. 180.
A give, running right, Achane. He takes it across for a touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow, wow. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
For a two-point conversion.
Obama.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Darnold.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that's going to be incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try to push it deep downfield, but facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Darnold to throw.
He's going to take another shot here.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Cut. Like 20. Cut.
Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Miami, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Chester, sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really wanna brag, I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange, from the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band, sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin, flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night, and I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort.